We have a man-made famine in Tigray. This is not drought. This is not locust. This is a result of the decisions of those in power. 350,000 people are dying for lack of food, and millions more are at risk of that.
I dedicate this poem as a desperate plea to voice the starvation in Tigray, titled, What Do You Do? What do you do when the world watches you starve? There is nothing to eat, nothing is what you have. What do you do when you are hungry, your children cry for food? You've tried to feed them leaves, remaining is bark or wood. What do you do when you're denied existence? You are perceived as no good. What do you do when you're so distraught and your children are hungry? You've run out of thought. What do you do when you see the emaciated body they carry, their bulging eyes filled with worry? What do you do? It is 2021, not 1984. The world has no attention or generosity like before. Yet the suffering is worsened as much and more. What do you do when your rulers want you dead, have the intention to erase you and impose a blockade? What do you do? The banks are all shut, there is no electricity or public transport, there is no fuel for cars, there is no internet or fair media to report. What do you do when your life is in danger? You are condemned as weed, as Satan and cancer. What do you do when your enemies have murdered your young boys, shot them in close range, raped your daughters, sisters, and mothers for revenge, destroyed your hospitals, schools, and places of heritage, forced you to run far away from your birthplace, your town, and village? What do you do when your country becomes hell? Which stories do you live? Which suffering do you tell? What do you do when there is no sympathy or outrage like before? Despite shocking atrocities and sexual violence to abhor, where starvation is used as a best weapon of war, million lives are at risk. Is it possible to ignore? What do you do? Do you wish instead it was 1984? There is no Feed the World song. There is no concert of Band-Aid to raise money in millions for food or medicine to send, to get it to the hungry, to make sure they are fed. How do you do it? Who is taking that task? Who do you bring to help? Where do you go to ask? What do you do when the injustice is skin deep? The world squabbles who to replace in power or argue who to keep, hoping millions will die like before. Starvation is used as the best weapon of war. Tigray is testing humanity and the notion of justice to its core. In 2021, not 1984. In this kind of situation, when you are stuck in hell, which story do you keep? Which suffering do you tell? Where do you go? What do you do? Jerusalem, Barnabas, September 26, 2021.